Hey y'all, for some reason today, I'm feeling a little blah. I don't know. Like, I'm not sad, I'm not upset, I'm just blah. I'm thinking going to Starbucks to get a coffee and then my local nursery to maybe get myself a teeny tiny plant baby. Just a small little thing will make me happy and kind of cheer me up today. Freaking car fresheners, like this little oil thing, you're supposed to tip it upside down and like, I don't know, I don't smell it anymore. Anyways, but yeah, I don't want to go too crazy and I don't want to buy too many plants because like I keep saying we're moving and I know it's already going to be kind of a pain to move the little plants that I do have, so I don't want to add to that. Now that we're moving to the new house, I will have so much more room for my plants. That was the only reason why I kind of like was very careful about what I purchased and like how much I was buying and stuff like that because I didn't have space for it. So I've heard a lot of great things about Tropical's plants. I started following them on Instagram and quickly realized that they have live sales really often where the prices are even lower in the live sale than they are on their website, which their website's super affordable and reasonable, but they're even lower in the live sale. So I kind of have been going a little bit crazy in the live sales. I've claimed plants in 3 of them now, I want to say, but apparently it takes them quite a long time to like gather your orders together, invoice you, and ship them out. Like, people were saying it's been months and they still haven't like completed their invoice or still haven't been able to pay for their plants or whatever, but that it's also very much worth the wait. And I'm not in a rush. I don't sell plants. This isn't a business, so it's not like I have to have my plants, you know, at a certain time. And it actually kind of works out because then I'm not having to move a bunch of imports as well. You know what I mean? So by the time we get to the new house and everything's moved in, we'll have some time to settle in and set things up. And then when the plants come in, we'll have everything set up. We'll already be settled. It won't be so stressful trying to deal with the move and also deal with a crap ton of imports because I have claimed like a lot of plants. I have a tent now that my husband gave me that I can put my imports in so they can just hang out in there. And if I want them to come out of the tent at any point, then I can set them up. My heat was on, I'm sorry, that was probably loud. I feel like I was shouting over it. But yeah, so when the imports come in, I could just throw them all in the tent and like make sure that there's no pests, make sure that they have acclimated and they've gotten a nice root system. They can have lots of humidity and warmth in the tent. And then slowly, if I want to have them out where I can actually see them, I can acclimate them to like normal humidity, normal temperatures in the room, and kind of slowly get them onto a shelf. But it also allows me to really like kind of go ham with the plants that I've been wanting at affordable prices and like reasonable prices. So I got really excited about it and I claimed a lot of plants. Oh, you guys, look at this car. Can y'all see that? Wow. That's really cool. All of that space and all of that opportunity, it's just, oh, it's gonna be amazing. Obviously now I have a whole lot of shelves that I need to fill with plants, and I think I succeeded in doing that with all of the plants that I ordered from Tropical's Plants. But a good bit of them are on my wish list, so it's going to be nice to cross off some wish list plants. The only thing is like, I don't remember what I've freaking ordered at this point. It's kind of confusing because you claim it, like they'll show a plant and you claim it, and then sometimes they tell you if you've won it or not, and then other times they don't. So I don't know which plants I've actually like won and which plants I ended up not winning. So I'm gonna try to just kind of wait and see when I get my invoice, you know, see what I actually got, and then, you know, if I didn't get something, it's not a big deal. I could just claim it in another sale later on down the road. But it'll be, a part of me is like, oh, I don't want to wait months to get my invoice or months to figure out what I've gotten. And I don't want to wait months to get my plants, but the other part of me is like, there's no rush, just be patient. It'll be fine. So I'm patiently waiting to see what all I've gotten and what we'll have in our new space. I'm so excited. I can't wait for y'all to see it with me, and to design that little space with me. It's gonna be really good. So all good things all the way around. Okay, so I stopped and got my matcha latte. My like go-to drink right now is a venti matcha latte with 6 pumps of peppermint syrup and 3 pumps of white mocha. It tastes really good. It's kind of like a chocolate chip peppermint ice cream. That's like my perk me up drink when I don't necessarily like need caffeine. I'm just wanting a treat. Otherwise I just get an Americano with like a few splashes of whatever syrup I'm in the mood for that day. Boring but effective. Anywho, it's just gonna be a lot of planty buys, you guys. And to some people it might be like, whoa, you're spending a lot of money on plants. But listen, I don't buy fancy clothes. I don't buy fancy shoes. I'm not into purses. I'm not into like jewelry. There's really nothing I spend my money on. Even when I go to like Target to buy clothes, most of the time I'm looking at the clearance rack. Like I barely ever pay full price for clothing for myself. I don't know why. It's just I've never really been into spending a lot of money on like clothes and shoes and things. So besides Starbucks, these plants are really the only thing I spend my money on. So it might seem like it's a lot, but that's like, you know, meanwhile, while other people are buying clothes or purses or shoes or whatever else, you know, that's just my vice. That's what I choose to spend my money on. So I don't want this to turn into like a, oh my God, you're spending too much. Like, I know my finances. I will never buy plants before paying my bills or adding money to savings. Like, all of our financial situations are different. So I don't want it to turn into like a situation where somebody feels like they also need to buy a bunch of plants just because they see me or other people buying a bunch of plants. And I don't want it to turn into like a shaming thing where somebody who is not buying that amount of plants is shaming me or somebody else for choosing to do so. Like, yeah. So I just want to put that disclaimer out there. Just be nice, okay? I don't know where that came from, but I just felt like I needed to say it. So we're turning into the nursery now, so I will see you guys inside. This is the first time I've ever seen a clarinervium here. It's crazy. Can definitely get a bigger one cheaper though. These are so nice. I kill these though. Look at the kitty. Hi. You're so sweet. Aren't you? Oh my goodness. Look at you. Oh. So adorable. So pretty. This is a boutique, right? I love that. These are pretty too. $20, that's not bad. Oh my gosh, all the pots they have are the cutest. I love, oh stop. Oh my gosh. I love their pots. This kind of looks like the pumpkin one. What is it? Harmony's Great Pumpkin? I can't tell how pretty that is. I kill peperomia instant death. It's a little redder than Harmony's Great Pumpkin. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But I love, like, this one especially is so pretty and vibrant, but I kill them. They hate me. Oh, look how pretty these are. I love the little stems. Are these Sabrinas? These used to be so hard to find. $22, not bad. Black velvet, 12. I don't know what some of these even are. This is a little climbing buddy. What is this? Interesting. I think this is a fuzzy petiole. Look at that. I love these so much, but I hear they're kind of hard to deal with, so probably not going to try it. But these are $14.95. Yeah. So pretty. Maybe one day. Look, they have the dubia here. Oh, these These look really cool. I love the dubious. And big old... This is kind of what I was thinking of getting, is a decursiva. Oh, I think this is what was in that little mystery pot. It looks similar. Oop. I might get like a decursiva. They have like the most beautiful large form monstera here. I bought a huge pot and it got too big for my house, so I chopped it, which I think killed it, and now instead I only have 2 cuttings of it. But yeah, these are like the really big. You can tell because it's got the ripple on the petiole there. These are the large form and they're amazing. Look at these, they're already starting to split. I might get myself one. How much are these? These are only $37. It's not bad. Definitely might be getting one of these. If we do, I think we'll get this one because it's starting to split already. This one might be easier to put on a moss pole because it's not like growing out of the pot yet. And it looks like this leaf is going to be split, so I might do this one. There they are. This is my favorite section. Look at that. Oh, what is this? That is cool. An alocasia corazon. I love the shape of these leaves. Doesn't that look so cool? Okay, well, there's other people here, and I'm not going to record around them because they have a kid and stuff. I don't want to make them uncomfortable. Ooh, a quilted dream. So I'm going to keep looking around, and I'll let you guys know what I get. I have all of these beautiful calathea, and they have the one that I want too. It's like the green, this one, the yellow fusion. Oh, it's so pretty. But they want $37.95 for it, and I can definitely get it cheaper on Etsy, so I'm not gonna get it. Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, you guys. I was in there way longer than I expected to be, and now I'm trying to like rush home to my doggy. Well, my hair is looking crazy because I was just in the humidity of the greenhouse. I just posted a freaking picture to my local Facebook group. We kind of just show like what we find as we find it kind of thing. Sometimes when we find like really cute stuff, we will post it in the Facebook group so that people will know what's there, and like if it's a plant that they're looking for, they can go and get it. One of the girls in the group like responded and was like, hey, make sure you check for pests, because she was there like the last week or so and a lot of stuff had pests. I hadn't read that while I was in there, so I was trying to like narrow things down, and I've been wanting an alocasia aslanii for a hot little minute. So it was like $26, and the one that I found had 2 plants in it, so I was like, I think that's fair. I thought it was a good deal. I honestly wasn't even trying to like inspect it. I was just kind of like fiddling with it because I was like thinking, you know, and like I flipped the leaf over and I see some mealybugs, and I'm like, no freaking way. So I'm like looking and I'm like flipping it. Sure shit, it had mealybugs. So I put that back and I'm like, okay, it's an alocasia. It happens. Like everything looked really healthy. I was kind of looking at some of the other alocasia and I didn't see any mealybugs on those. So I was like, okay, like maybe it's a one-off. And I just like let them know about it. And they're like, okay. And like, they're really good about treating stuff. So I was like, they'll probably treat it, give it some time, and then they can resell it, whatever. Well, then when I got in the car, I read her comment where she was like, you know, be careful because I've seen a lot of stuff with insects on it, like mealybugs and stuff. And I was like, I did find mealybugs on that one plant. So I start looking at the plants that I did get, and they all look good except for one. On one leaf, I swear I think it's some kind of bug, but I've never seen it before, and it's so small that I'm not 100% sure. Part of me is thinking maybe it's aphids. Like they're very, 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 very small and like not quite white. Like maybe like almost not even clear, but like almost like a translucent milky white maybe, or like a really, really light green. I can't tell. But they're so small that I can't tell if it's like, it's not spider mites. Like it's something I've never seen before, and they're kind of long. Almost like a worm, but like really, 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 really tiny. And from what I can remember that aphids look like, just from what I've seen on Google, I kind of feel like maybe it's aphids. I don't know. And I already bought it. I noticed it in the parking lot. So I could have just like gone back in and been like, hey, this has bugs on it. And they probably wouldn't have like made a big fuss. but like I've never seen this hybrid before, and I actually really want it. And I went to get systemic because I keep struggling with spider mites on the pastazanum, and it's only the pastazanum. Like, I don't understand what's going on. That freaking pasta keeps getting spider mites. We're also starting to get a little bit of fungus gnats too. So I'm like, I'm just gonna get some systemic granules, and then I also got like a spray as well, because I have the dead bug spray from like Bonide, but I also got the Bon Neem spray because I was reading that like the best I guess remedy for spider mites is neem oil. So, and I think I've had my neem oil for like over 1.5 years now, so I don't know if mine has gone bad. It's kind of chunky, which I don't think it's supposed to be. So I think mine went bad, so I just went ahead and got that. And then I also got this systemic insect granules, and this kills aphids, and it also kills fungus gnat larvae. So that's why I kind of just decided to go ahead and keep the plant, because I'm like, I can freaking treat it. And it's like, I'll show you when I get home, but it's not difficult to like wipe the leaves down and wash it. I will literally take it out of the dirt and I will treat it like an import. I will wash it, I will treat it, and then I will repot it with systemic. I'm not worried about it, but I'm really interested in this plant, so I didn't want to get rid of it. So I was like, you know what, I don't even care. Like, I literally just bought a whole bunch of insect killer stuff, so I'll just treat it and I'll just keep it away from everything. It'll be fine. I am going to do a little research and try to figure out what it is, because in my head I feel like it might be aphids, but again, I've never had aphids. I've never seen them in real life, so can't say it to be certain, but it kind of just seems like that's, I don't know, that's like the first thought that came into my mind when I saw it, so that's the thought I'm going with. But like the other plants that I got don't seem to have anything on it, but because she said that, like she saw some bugs and I'm seeing some bugs, like I am going to treat everything as if they have bugs, and I'm just going to quarantine them. They're just not going to go near my other plants until I know what's going on. And I'm gonna sprinkle everything with systemic anyway, just in case, because like I said, fungus gnats are that one pest that like drive me absolutely insane. It's the one thing about having plants that like sometimes make me want to just get rid of all the plants. Like when you get a really bad fungus gnat infestation, oh my God, like I'm ready to just burn the whole house down. I'm ready to just start from scratch. Like I can't do it. Any goodles, so I'm almost home and I'm gonna show you guys what I got when I get there. Okay, so let's talk about what I got. First things first are the two systemic things. I just got, like I showed you in the car, the high yield systemic, and then again, like I showed you before, the Bonide Bon Neem or Bone Neem, I don't know. It's a fungicide, miticide, insecticide, and it does spider mites, aphids, and white flies. I don't know, now that I see the aphids on here, I don't think that's what was on the plant. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to look it up. Right now, the only thing that has a pest is the pastazanum. I cut off the big leaf because I felt like the big leaf had the most on them. I washed the small leaf on the pasta. Let me just show it to you. So it had one bigger leaf on it that I just chopped because I was over it. I'm kind of over this pasta. I love them so much, but like, oh, these spider mites are so annoying. So yeah, this was the last leaf that it put out, significantly smaller than the other leaves it was giving me. So I don't know. And I do definitely see some new roots growing. It does have some really great aerial roots that are growing. But at this point, I'm kind of just ready to just chop it and start it from chunk. Yes, I see you, you stupid spider mite. Yeah. Oh my God, there's so many. You guys, honestly, I might just throw this thing away. Like, it's not even worth it to me. I could literally just get another pastazanum. I'm not even worried about it. I might just throw this away and be done with it. I feel bad because it's got a little baby that's about to pop, but like I'm so over. This is the cause of all the spider mite issues that I've had since getting houseplants again. This thing gets spider mites like once every other month, and I don't know why. And nothing else has it but this stupid ass plant. I don't understand. I don't want to struggle over a pastazanum. Like I could literally just get a pasta at any point in time. Like why would I keep this? And this is also next to my McDowell, which is my literal favorite plant probably ever. So like, don't even play with me. You're not gonna, no, you're absolutely, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm sorry, no. Okay, let's talk plants that I just bought. I have never been into Hoya. I do have one mixed pot of Hoya that was given to me by some really good friends of mine. And because it was given to me by them is the only reason that I keep it. I just never understood Hoya before. They just look weird to me. They grow weird to me. Like, I never understood why people love them so much. But growing these cuttings and kind of like watching how they change and how they grow, and they're like climbing now, I low-key kind of enjoyed watching them grow. Don't tell anybody because I will hunt you down. I don't know, it's made me kind of appreciate them. And I have a Polynura, I think it's called, the little like fishtail one in there, and I think that one looks really cool. It's low-key my favorite. I watch a lot of like plant videos on YouTube, and a lot of people are showing their Hoyas right now, and there are some varieties that are stunning and I'm super into them. I won't say I'll ever be like a Hoya head, but slowly but surely I am starting to appreciate Hoyas just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. So I saw these cute little babies. It just says itty bitty premium foliage. They were $3.95 each, but look at that. How cute. I want to say that these are Hoya Lisa Australis. I don't know. I want to say that's what it is, but if you know what these are for sure, put it in the comments. But I just thought that these looked really pretty. And what I decided to do was just put both of these in one pot like this and just let it kind of do its thing. So yeah, I'll probably end up, okay, ma'am, my dog has this cone on and she keeps knocking my camera. Would you like to come up here? So yeah, I probably will end up getting more Hoya in the future, but all the Hoya that I like are really expensive, go figure. So maybe not. I'm thinking about getting like a Rudsta or maybe like one of those short Mills bows just for Hoya. I think that'd be cool. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll see. Okay. The next couple of plants I got are so random, and I don't really see anybody in the plant community talking about them, but I think they're cool. Here, you want me to move this back? Hold on. Here, let me move the cushion. There you go. Some more room? There's more room, fat girl. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, Bubba. Oh, watch your cut. All right. So she's needing some loving, so we're just gonna let her do her thing. All right, so these next couple of plants, like I said, I haven't really heard anybody talk much about. I don't really see it much in the plant community, but I got a couple African violets. I got some African violet potting mix from Espoma because I hear that they like super acidic soil, and they do best. They'll continue to bloom for you, and like it minimizes a lot of the issues that they have when you give them African violet specific soil. So I did buy that. Growing up, my stepmom had African violets in the house, and so it kind of like reminded me of my childhood a little bit. And I didn't realize there were so many varieties of African violets. But I was on, oh, I remember now. It was one of the Etsy shops that I was looking at a Summer Glory and like the caramel marble, black cardinal, and all of that. And I was like just flipping through their whole store, and they have African violets. And I didn't realize there were so many varieties of African violets, but it kind of sparked an interest where I was like, these are actually really cool looking. And like the leaves are variegated, which I've never seen before. On Etsy, they're like anywhere from 15 to 20, some of them are even $30 for these African violets. But all of the African violets at my nursery are $5.95. So I was like, dude, what? And they have a ton of varieties. I literally was there for way longer than I meant to be. I think I was there for a total of like an hour and a half. A good bit of that time was me trying to decide what African violets I wanted, because I literally had 6 of them on my cart at one point, and I was like, dude, no. I kind of want to go back before we move and just like grab a couple more, because they have a ton of different varieties. So I was in there and I was like typing in each type to see what it looked like when it bloomed, and yeah. So the 2 that I got, this first one is Wrangler's Swinging Blues. Look at that, and that's so cool. The leaves are already starting to variegate and it's already starting to bloom. I got these really cool pots too. Look at these. Isn't that cool? I thought this would be perfect for these African violets. Are you kidding me? It looks so dope. I just thought it'd be really cool to have a little shelf of like different types of African violets. I think they're so pretty. I never knew that you could get them with like variegated leaves. Some of them, there was one that was like Mardi Gras. It's like Mardi Gras something, and the leaves were variegated with pink. It was really cool. But I thought these two were really pretty and I'm excited about them. So that was the first one. The second one that I got is a Carolina Elegant Affair. This also gets variegated leaves and it looks like it's wanting to bloom. I see little blooms down there and the blooms on this are so pretty. It's like really pretty pink. Probably not focusing on it. I will put pictures up of the Carolina Elegant Affair. Beautiful, magical, ooh. And then the Wrangler's Swinging Blues. Love it, gorgeous, okay. I'm really excited about it. Maybe I'll do like in that mini Mills bow, split it in half and do one shelf for Hoya, one shelf for African violets. All right, last two things I got. This is kind of what I was thinking about getting when I went, and it's a decursiva. I think this would be really cool to stick on a moss pole, and they have really good prices on their decursivas. This was $13.95, and it's a really decent size. It's got a ton of little shoots coming out in here, and they're already starting to fenestrate. Like this is the newest leaf, and as you could tell, it's starting to fenestrate. And then this one, I don't know if you could tell on camera, but it's already starting to fenestrate, and it's starting to kind of come out the pot a little bit, so I could stick this on a moss pole. And then this one is also kind of starting to crawl a little bit in here, so I figured these two I could stick up on a moss pole and it'll be nice and full down here and then grow up a moss pole. I actually really like the decursivas when they're nice and mature, so I've been wanting one, I just haven't gotten one. And yeah, when I thought about going to the nursery to get a plant, just because this was the plant I was gonna go look for because I knew I wanted one. I know they usually have them. So, hi baby. So yeah. Last but not least, this is the plant that I was saying that I had never seen before, and I think this might have a pest on it, but I'm not 1000% sure. It says a T Goldie Eye. I don't know what the T is for because I'm pretty sure it's a philodendron. Maybe they meant the P, I don't know. But it's a philodendron Goldie Eye mixed with a philodendron Sellum. Look at that freaking leaf. Isn't that just the coolest thing in the world? It looks like a little goat. It's so cute. I did Google it to see what these look like when they get mature, and they just look really cool. I will put up a couple pictures here of what it looks like when it gets mature, and they're actually quite expensive. I saw like a larger plant go for like $400 and something. This was $15.95. So I don't know how popular these are. I don't know how sought after these are. I don't know if anybody else even knows about them. I have no idea. But I just thought they looked really, really cool. I've never seen them before, and they just remind me of little goats. I love it. But yeah, this is the one that I think has something on it. Now I can't find any to show you guys, which I don't think my phone would actually be able to zoom in on it anyway. Okay, there's one right here, and when I blow on it, like it's not moving, but it just definitely looks like a bug to me. I don't even think I can show you guys. It's like such a tiny itty bitty dot. Do you see it right here? Come on, iPhone, don't fail me. I don't know, but it was too cool to pass up. I think they're really, really cool. And so I'm gonna go ahead and just take it out of its dirt. These are gonna be so easy to clean. I mean, I'm not worried about it. If it was something like a Hoya or it had something with like crazy difficult leaves to clean, maybe I wouldn't have even tried it. But these are, it's a baby plant, so easy to clean. Just like I did in my import video, I'm gonna treat it like an import and just really wash it down. And then repot it with some systemic and spray it down with that neem oil, and I think that it will be fine. But super cute. I couldn't pass that up, so cute. I got 10 of these like really little clear saucers. These come in handy, especially for like the things that I have in like plastic cups that I poke holes on the bottom. I thought that these would be perfect for those. And I never find them this small. This is like a 4-inch. Yeah, a 4-inch. I never find them this small, so I got 10 of them. Yeah. Well, I feel better. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little chatty plant shopping video. I hope y'all are doing well, and I'll see ya in the next one. You guys say bye? Say bye. You look so miserable in your cone. Bye, y'all.